Hey my friend, welcome to your chordal guitar lesson of the week. Today we're gonna do something different. I'm gonna show you the two most popular chords for heavy metal, and we are going to use that to create ambient guitar. So I grew up listening and learning whole albums of Metallica and Megadeth and learning things like this. And this. And riff like really nasty chords like this. And we can use those chords relationships in ambient music too. We just need different effects and to play them slower, of course. So let's stay in the key of E minor because that's the key for metal, right? Because we want to chug that big E, right? So these are exactly those two chords that I showed you just before. So the first chord is the flat second. So this is the chord just after your root chord, and it's a major chord. So in our case, this is an F major chord. So E minor is our root, and our first metal chord is the F major. So this chord is so close to the root that it really wants to attract it. Da, 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 da. With this little symphony of destruction riff, this is what happens. When we play this, we want to resolve down. And that's what happens with this chord. And that's why it's so effective with metal chugging and riffs, right? And the second chord, you guessed it, it's the tritone chord, right? So if we are on an E minor, this is going to be a tritone away, so on B flat. And we build a major chord once again here. So those two chords are really popular for metal because they are the nastiest ones and they are the chords that are the most far away from our key, right? They don't fit on our key, and especially the tritone chord is like it doesn't fit in our key, but it's perfect if we want to create ambient guitar with it with a few effects. So let's say that I'm gonna play some swells in the key of E minor, and I'm just going to play slowly and incorporate those chords. It can sound beautiful. So something like this. Just sounds epic, right? But it's those same metal chords. So as long as you have the right settings on your pedals, if you have too much delay going on, yes, the chords maybe are going to blend too long together, and that this is going to create a mush. If I play too fast like this, yes, it's not good, right? Because we hear too much the different notes blending together. But if you have just the right amount of feedback and decay on your reverbs and your delays, you can make this work. So the first one kind of takes the place of the second chord takes the place of the first one without clashing too much. So this is something you can do, but if you want to go further, you can take some voicings that are not going to clash in any circumstances with those metal chords. So let's say that I want to do the same thing in a different key. Let's say in the key of D minor. What I could do is just toggle between this, the flat second, and the tritone. Right, but if I just want to change, I want a motif right here, and I just want to change the bass note under it, this is not really gonna work. This one passes well, but the tritone, it's a little bit too harsh. So if you choose other extensions in your chord, you can make this pass a lot better. So instead of playing my D minor root chord like this, I'm gonna add a 7th. I'm gonna remove the 5th, which was clashing a lot with my tritone, and maybe I'm gonna add a 9th or an 11th, like this. Okay, so this is my D minor root chord. This is an add 11 chord. If you don't know this voicing, you should totally watch my lesson on add 11 chords. This is a popular one, and I show you shapes like this. So this would be my root chord. So even if I want to change the bass note to the flat second or to the tritone, this is gonna sound good in that case. Flat second passes really well. And even the tritone now, smooth like butter. It's because we don't have problematic notes like the 5th of our chord, creating too much tension and friction here. So with a add 11 voicing like this, it passes really well to use those metal chords. So I could loop this and kind of improvise on it and create an ambient song using the flat second chord and the tritone chord in the same one. This is just a whole different vibe than we are used to here with ambient music. Closing the loop. Then I can play some leads. Notice how I target this little tritone note here. So we can do a lot of things with this concept for playing with this flat second and the tritone chords that are really popular in metal, but they can be used in any genre of music. It's just about how you arrange them, how you arrange your chords and the order of the chords and the speed at which you play them and the effects that you add. You can create totally different moods with them. So I hope it's gonna give you many ideas to create on your own, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And just before you leave, I'm gonna offer you my free mini course on my website. It's the first link in the description box if you want to go further learning chords with me and you like my lessons on YouTube. This is a totally free mini course where I show you the most popular ambient guitar chords and how to harmonize and how to make your own chord progressions with them. Students have been loving it. So click on the first link in the description box and enroll for free. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, au revoir.